Oh man. They go up and they stay there. And they stay there. That's probably why I couldn't pick you earlier. It wasn't that controller control nothing. I mean, I could pick you, but it wouldn't be like the main thing. You got it that time, right? Shy. You're shy. You're shy. There you go. I'm wearing my whites. Oh man, where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Oh, there you go.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Good luck there, Shy.
I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
What's up, Tay?
So the Lakers win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they got out there.
Yeah, we're trying to.
The big men are by
8 days supposed to be trying to get back on soon too, but we're trying to get back a little routine of hooping again.
In the point guard. And the basket by Wade. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple of years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash, who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly.
Oh, it is. That's I took a break.
Now, here's Clarkson. After Dwayne Wade's miss.
Oh, get it quiet.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Young. The offensive rebound. Hibbert kicks to Nance. Feeds it to Clarkson. Hibbert inside. He's covered by Whiteside.
Oh, good block, man.
By Whiteside.
I tried to fake. I forgot Whiteside got that high rating for that. He can never get some block. No, I tried to give a little fake.
Kobe kicks to Young. Goes back up.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
They get a hand on it. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Dang can't get it to go.
Good D.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Happy game.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
There you go. Way to go, Cole.
And there's the feed.
Good D.
Bang.
Good one. Okay, we got to slow down, guys.
Nice
Come on.
feed that
Slow down.
time from Dwayne Wade.
Come on. Let's go.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Inside. And it's Hibbert missing.
Even in close to the hoop, that's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Dragic dishes to Wade.
Good one, Cole.
Bosh. That's good.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Here we go.
To end this cold run.
Come on.
And Hibbert with
Just
the
can't let
nice
these guys
finish
bully
up.
us.
Kobe with a brilliant assist that time.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Out to Wade. Back to Bosh. It's stolen by Nance. To the inside. Here's Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. Baseline.
Hey, come on, Hibbert.
Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Lakers did have problems defending inside, Greg. You're right, both on drives, Clark, and on post-ups.
Yeah, you know, they were second to last in the league in field goal.
That's what we talking about.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Oh, man. Come on, we got to make that, cuz.
No good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Clarkson passes to Hibbert. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Here's Bosh. Bryant with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Shots good by Clarkson.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hibbert. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance.
Oh, you got to make that.
By Clarkson, no good.
You know,
Go
the
on, Cole.
alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Here's Los Angeles now.
Defeats that, Cole.
It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Wade kicks to Bosh.
Good one.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can see the other hand for the next time.
One.
Yeah, but just to switch it
y'all
up
got
just a little
jokes.
bit.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know what? They just are in a funk.
Man, I think
right
they add
now.
new commentator to this, because I made some
Time to
commentating
maybe
that I ain't heard
come up
before.
with a
I think
play
they
to
can
get them
continue
a
to
bit
add lines.
Well, most coaches,
Something.
you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Laker girls. Look at the Laker girls, man.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng.
Winslow.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. The Lakers in the lead. Picked by Randall. Russell kicks to Randall. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Chris Anderson.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Get in there.
That free throw good from Randall. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
The drive by Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, Russell. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6.
Yes. Bailed me out big time.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
That was a rookie.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt.
Got to be more careful. Never shot if he throw it in. Okay, slightly late.
Give a guy 3 free throws.
Okay, Brown, let's go.
That one is
God
good.
dang, son of a biscuit. Got you to give me 3 fouls. I can't make one of these sons of guns. Throw me a bone here, man.
And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Udrich kicks to Winslow. Now the pass to Green. And taken away by Brown. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Good basket, guys.
That's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing back.
Whoa!
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top as they end the first quarter on a 14-4 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
That wasn't right, man. Why you do that?
I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
We've got Lewis Williams.
Oh, that was beautiful. Switch to the left hand. Yeah.
Julius Randle. Then it's Russell. And it's Young in the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami.
Oh, good one.
It's
Son of a
tipped.
biscuit.
Stolen by Winslow. Anderson can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 6. And Young, here we go.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly.
Dang, he pinning him up in the basket. They bullying him. Come on, man.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
You tripping, homeboy? Come on, man. You doing all the veteran tricks on my board.
Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hibbert comes in for Robert Sacre, and it's Nance in for Randall. A drive by Russell. Dragic dishes to Wade. Young with the steal. Here's Russell. Finished off the break. Russell's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs the new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark, they only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. So it's Miami now, trailing by 10. Dragic the pass today. And it's Dragic off the drive.
Good one, Roy. Oh, good one. Good one. Opposite side. God,
and when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Russell kicks to Hibbert. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here.
Russell having a good game so far.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home, and I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin,
yeah,
there was a lot to be salty about in Lakerland. So can't be.
Y'all stop laughing about our French community. Okay, that's enough.
Much for seats.
That was so he goes 1 for 2.
You know, the Lakers were a bottom dweller last year. I mean, their home record was 12-29, guys. That was tied for the second worst mark in the NBA.
In there.
Clarkson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Double teamed on Wade. Shot from 16. Here's Dragic.
Oh, good one. Good one. Got that sucker quick. Don't do anything about it. Good one.
Dragic has got 4 this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Clarkson. No good. Dragic with some nice D.
And you know, guys, a lot of the problems for the Lakers at home last season was with their shooting. They had the lowest three-point percentage in the league at home. Not exactly friendly bounces for them.
It's deflected.
That's a dangerous pass.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kobe's checked in for Young, and it's Williams in for Russell. And Miami making a change here. Udrich is checked back in. There's the three. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. The Heat trailed by 12. Wade outside. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bryant. An even 3-on-3 break. The Lakers rebound. And fouled hard.
I'm trying to throw it back in to Nance. Nance keep missing these dunks. Come on, Nance.
They have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. The first one falls.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
He doesn't get the second one.
You're sick of being
He
terrible on
didn't
the free
get to
throw
the
line. I
line
know
in
that.
that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Pull-up jumper. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Who's that? You Terry that you coughing, man?
He's been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season.
Is that the same code?
Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Good defense. Good rotation, Cole. Good rotation.
For the Lakers. Randall comes in.
Come on, let's go.
For Larry Nance. Kobe with the steal. Clarkson dishes to Randall. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Again,
That should have won it the first time. Come on.
The Heat trailed by 15. Here's Wade. Inside. Kobe with the steal. Oh, and here comes Williams all alone.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Good D. Shot a better basket. God dang.
He's good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hey.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Clarkson. Anderson.
Oh, good block.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will
Birdman
retain
playing
possession.
good for you.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Clarkson.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Winslow. No luck. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Udrich, the pass to Anderson.
God, he's killing. Well, I guess better him killing than the rest of them.
Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like
That's
the
good.
simplicity.
Well, there's also style.
Dang, I just don't understand, but dude.
To have that kind of a finish.
Yeah.
Still, I like that. Pretty one-handed flush.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. 23. Lakers ahead.
Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event of emergency evacuation of Staples Center becomes necessary.
Better for both shooting 45%. 0 for 5 for 3, 0 for 3 for 3 for you. We can't hit a 3. Turnovers down for me to get 3, only 3.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated.
Oh boy, we got the boy standing in that paint, boy. He don't want to come out.
Some great basketball ahead for us. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go.
Oh, I can't
Came
make
out
a
very aggressively in that first half.
Oh man!
Like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason
Can't
for
make
him
a free
to
throw
settle
to
for
save my
anything
life.
less.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in the 5 spot. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good.
Hey, y'all, this team can come back. They at home. I mean, they ain't at home, but
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that.
Whiteside's looking for me coming on that baseline.
When you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Good dive.
Right side, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Great pass by Bosch there.
Wade against Kobe. Kicks it to Hibbert. That's good, and it's Bryant.
Just shot.
Assist. That's 12 points for Roy Hibbert.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
Timeout called, the Heat.
What you doing, Tape, playing play now game?
Just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
The Heat making a switch here. Green's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard.
God
You know
damn.
this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
That's supposed to be
for
happening,
years,
guy.
he's
We
worked
playing.
on ways to complement
Watch the
that
paint.
size
Come
with
on.
improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. Well, I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Los Angeles calls timeout. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Lakers leading by 11. Clarkson kicks to Young. Out left to the wing. The shot by Hibbert. Nobody around. No good from the wing.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Huertas passes to Nance. He dishes it to Hibbert. Out to the right wing. Here's Huertas. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Here's Green.
Oh, good one,
The
Sean.
basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Now that's a momentum
Come on now,
shifter
we can't be
there.
getting them
Steal
turnovers,
leading
guys.
straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover.
And when we got the
Don't
leads, the
waste
same
any
way we
time.
could
Get
lose
the
it,
ball
guys.
right
Come
up
on.
the court.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
There's the dish to Hibbert. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
It's stolen by Nance. Here's Young. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
A different look for Miami. Chris Anderson has checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. And it's Russell missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not
Go on.
high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
And stolen by Russell. And now here comes Young leading the break. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Winslow. Rebound the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Williams with a clean look. And the three ball is good. Williams has got 5 points so far.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Anderson dishes to Winslow.
God dang it. Good one, Winslow. Son of a biscuit.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Screen by Young. Russell kicks to Randall. He feeds it to Young. Pass to Randall. A floater. It's good on the putback. Sacri's got his first points in this one.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense.
Good foul.
And that's a good strategy when you're on top. Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. And he's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Nick Young. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. The Heat also with a sub. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Gerald Green. Clarkson off target from outside. The Heat trail by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's tipped. The drive by Wade. Up and in.
Where's the charge at?
Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems.
That's a bull malarkey.
Whomever he's facing.
1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beat is good.
Good one, man. Son of a biscuit.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that.
I think I had too many turnovers. I think I had at least 3 turnovers in that quarter alone.
Quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
Can't have turnovers, guys.
The third quarter comes to a close.
Seriously.
Lakers lead by 9.
Now, I don't mind you having them. I said we can't have them.
In just a moment, get ready for the fourth quarter.
You can have all you want.
And the final period of play just about to start. Lakers leading by 9. Clarkson is out there with Williams. And there's Bryant. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Nance in at the power forward. That's the Laker 5.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe against Dang. The shot's good from Nance. And the Lakers lead by 14.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add
Here you go.
to the lead.
On the wing, Williams. Passes it to Bryant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Kobe with it.
Mid-range.
Wade picks him up. That's
Still
good.
hit that, baby.
Bryant's got 4 this quarter.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Yep. Dang,
It's going to be 2
win.
free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him. A lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he didn't make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely. You're right.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. It's why he's best suited as a sixth man, in my opinion.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Clarkson.
Dang, boy, just cannot make
Freeze
it.
checked in for Miami. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And Williams certainly does personify that sixth man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are.
And there's the
Good
call
foul.
on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Green. Here's Bosch. And the bucket count is on his way to the free throw line.
Good basket.
To make it a 3-point play.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half. Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And stolen by Russell. Oh, and here comes Young all alone.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
I see you trying to take advantage of little Hortus,
Almost
man.
an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Young passes to Nance. Out left to the wing. Russell with a wide open look. And another basket for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Double team on Bosch. 5 to shoot. Young with the steal. Here's Nance. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Timeout called the Heat. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the...
So taking off the timeout things.
postseason.
You know, lost faith in Spoelstra. Right. What you looking at, babe? What you looking at? Dishwasher, door. Excuse me.
Kobe's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's the Heat with the ball.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a
Dude, Herbert down. What's up with Whiteside? You know Whiteside be getting off the handle sometime.
Whiteside. That's his first foul. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Last season, Kobe, with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season, felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
Excuse me.
Both free throws good from Bryant.
And with Kobe, who's just so skilled, that critique holds water. Kobe felt that Europeans came into the league with more of a skill set because they learned how to play the game a little bit more collectively than the American players.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And Young kicks to Russell. Hibbert with a screen on Dragic. The drive by Russell. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And there's the
I thought you would get that second out the ground. I was trying to work my way. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get back to grounding for the three-pointer.
You know, for Kobe's statement, it's hard to measure something like skill with metrics. I mean, you look at shooting and free throw percentages, and there isn't too much of a difference between U.S. and European players.
And the Heat making a change here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside.
A little too far for him.
Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Richardson, he's checked in for Gerald.
Haslam, they're Haslam.
And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. Heat have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Richardson dishes to Udrich. And an air ball on that one. Way off.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You mean out of front yard? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't take out yet.
That's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It sure is. It sure is.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Russell. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Sacre passes to Huertas. Russell kicks to Bryant. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Sacre dishes to Bass. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
How many turnovers I finished with? 8. Okay, I'm staying to my average now. Let's see, second chance. Yeah, They got 21 points off the turnovers. Hey, we both shot good though. 48%, 51% for the change. Free throws or something else. 57, 56%. Well, I shot 71% that fourth quarter. Hilbert 13, Carson 13.